Hello and welcome to AirgunWeb.com, your home for honest, real-world airgun reviews and information where we bring you the facts, not fluff. Now, I love shooting things like tin cans, water balloons, and I really even like shooting like the paintballs off the top of golf ball tees. That's a whole lot of fun. But what I really enjoy shooting is really tight groups on paper. That's kind of why I got into airguns. I really like that accuracy. Today we're going to take a part 1 look at the BSA R10. Now there's so much to cover in this rifle, I'm going to split it up into 2 segments. The first is, all the particulars, the velocity, the speed, how's it work, etc. And we're going to do some basic testing at 10 yards just to get a good baseline. Now part 2 is probably going to be a little more exciting. We're going to take it out to the range and do some really extended shooting tests, so definitely stay tuned for that. Right now, let's go ahead and get started at part 1 of the BSA R10. The BSA R10 is purpose-built for field target competition. This model comes in an exquisite right-handed walnut stock that's one of the most ergonomic and comfortable stocks that I've ever pulled to my shoulder. The level of craftsmanship is evident the moment you look at it, and then further confirmed when you hold it in your hands. My test rifle is chambered for .177 and is reliably fed from a 10-shot metal magazine located on the left-hand side of the rifle. You cock the rifle by cycling the rear bolt. This action will cock the hammer spring and load the pellet. When you pull back on the bolt, the magazine spring action rotates the next pellet into place. The rifle is fed from a front-mounted bottle-type reservoir. It holds up to 232 bar, or you can put that into 3,365 psi, and it's filled by a port on the forearm next to the pressure gauge. The BSA R10 is filled with some very high-end features such as a match trigger, regulated valve, and a fully shrouded barrel. It's relatively quiet and should be perfectly suitable for the average backyard use. The rifle comes with the standard 11mm dovetail. Now I've mounted my personal Hawke Sidewinder Tactical 8.5 to 25 by 42 30mm scope. This scope may seem a bit overkill, but it's actually very well suited for both bench rest and field target. For this round of testing, I've been sticking to my Venturi regulated carbon fiber fill bottle because it delivers an even 2900 psi with each top off. It's very, very consistent. So the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to make sure safety's on, open the bolt, remove our little magazine from the back here, load our pellets. It's super easy to load. You drop a pellet in, rotate it, drop a pellet in, rotate it. Pretty straightforward. After you've got your 10 pellets loaded, you're ready to go. Okay, now I've got a loaded magazine. Go ahead and put that back into our rifle. There's a little latch on the front here that locks into place. Go ahead and close our bolt. Aim it at our intended target, release the safety, and very gently squeeze the trigger. To fire again, cock the bolt, release your safety, and gently squeeze the trigger. Cock the bolt, aim it, release the safety, and gently squeeze the trigger. The BSA R10 is a wonderful airgun to shoot. There's no recoil, and it's going to deliver shots exactly where you place them each and every time you pull the trigger. This gun is a shooter's airgun if there ever was one. Let's talk a little bit about performance and accuracy. The BSA R10 has a regulated valve that delivers a consistent amount of air for each shot, as long as there's sufficient pressure in the bottle to do so. Filling it to 2900 psi is going to deliver about 35 fairly consistent shots, and average 968.2 feet per second with an extreme spread of 33.7 feet per second. Now I'm shooting the 8.4 grain JSB Diablo Exact pellets, which are generating an average of 17.49 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. When it comes to accuracy, I wanted to fully prove this rifle here in the shop. And for this, I'm utilizing a new software tool called the OnTarget Target Data System. It comes pre-programmed with various targets that are then read into your computer via a scanner. Rather than shooting groups all at one target, you shoot one shot at each bull and the software then does the rest, showing you a composite of your shots and all the relevant group measurements. Here are some sample 10-shot groups. So let's take a look at our Part 1 summary. The BSA R10 177 caliber has yielded no surprises. It shoots just as good as it looks, maybe even a little bit better. Bench shooting is so relaxing and enjoyable because you just have perfect confidence in the equipment. If the shot's slightly off, the hair is going to be all on me, not the rifle. Now, shooting at 10 yards is really hardly a stretch for this airgun. It's designed for field target and maybe even good enough for some bench rest. For this reason, I'm going to take the R10 out to the range and do some extended shooting tests. I'm also going to see how many shots I can get when I push the PSI to the rated 235 bar. So there's a lot more to learn about the R10. Definitely stay tuned to AirgunWeb for Part 2. I'd like to take a moment and thank the folks at Pyramid Air for sponsoring AirgunWeb in this video. When you're looking for your next airgun or you're looking to fill your next airgun supply order, please visit www.pyramidair.com or give them a call at 888-262-4867. And please be sure to let them know that you learned about them right here at AirgunWeb. When you're looking for honest, real-world airgun reviews, think AirgunWeb, where we tell you the facts, not fluff. I'm Rick Eutsler with AirgunWeb.com. Thanks again for watching.